Hi everybody and welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to set up my first reading journal and I'm so excited about that. But before we start, I want to show you some goodies I just received from paperwrld. Unfortunately, I can't show you everything in detail because otherwise this would be a stationery haul. And this video is going to be a long one anyway, so I'll just give you a quick overview of what I got. If anything catches your eye and you'd like to get something from paperwrld for yourself, check out the link in the description and make sure to use my code ArtandFoxes to get 15% off your purchase. Link and code are affiliates, so I receive a small commission at no extra cost to you if you use it. Thank you so much to paperwrld for sending me this package. The notebook I'll be using as my reading journal is the Tsuki Kinoko craft paper bullet journal from Notebook Therapy. I have an affiliate link and discount code there too if you're interested. And now without further ado, let's finally start with the setup. For the very first page and the inner cover, I'm creating a little collage as the title spread. I totally underestimated how many pieces some of these paper bundles included, so I'm now sitting on a ton of scrapbooking paper, but it could be worse. I'll be mostly using these supplies for my setup, since I want to go for a scrapbooky, vintage style for my reading journal. And I'm using my handy alphabet stamps, which I didn't get from paperwrld, but I've seen very similar, if not the same ones, on their website too. I stamped out the quote on a separate piece of paper beforehand because it took ages and I already knew I want a quote for my reading journal. I don't know if it's extremely noticeable, but I usually plan even the smallest details of my setups, and filming videos without a perfect plan usually gives me anxiety. But on the other hand, planning a scrapbooky style beforehand is extremely hard. I did it 2 times and I always ended up with a very vague and abstract concept on my head, which is very confusing and takes away all the fun of scrapbooking. So this time I decided to embrace the chaos and I felt so helpless. After a while it got better, but the editing was so hard, which is why everything might look a bit more hectic today. This video is powered by a lot of nervous energy. But I'm very happy with the first spread, and this one will be an index. I stopped using one for my bullet journal quite a long time ago, but for my reading journal I like the idea to have an overview with all the books I read and a little space for 1 to 5 stars. I also watched a lot of other creators' reading journal setups before I started setting up mine, and some of them said that they don't use indexes for their bullet journals anymore either, but that they like having one in their reading journal, so I thought it would be better to have one and not use it instead of missing it, if that makes sense. We'll see how long it will take me to fill all the space. I actually didn't read a lot lately and I'm just trying to get back into it again. This journal is meant for fun and as a motivation to read more, so don't take these spreads too seriously. The next spread is my to be read spread, and this layout is inspired by Hedda from Mochi Bujo. And just like she did, I want to print out the covers of the books I'd like to read in the future and glue them in. I actually don't know if I need all of these spaces. I just drew out a random number of rectangles that looks good on the spread, to be honest. And I also don't know a lot of books to add to this page yet. Books I know by now that I want to add are, for example, the one about Sylvana's Windrunner that just came out and I already ordered. Also, I just read the first book of the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin, so I have to add the other 2 books too. And there are some more on my list that I don't remember right now, but definitely not enough to fill this entire spread. The next spread is inspired by Elizabeth from Plant-Based Bride. She always creates stunning monthly stats pages, which are way more detailed than the one that I'm doing, but she also reads a lot more than I do, and since I don't know where this is going yet, I only prepared 2 circles for pie charts for each month, one for the genre and one for the language. And I also want to write down how many books I read in total and how many pages I read in total, which I'm not sure I can keep up with yet. And last but not least, I want to choose my favorite book every month so that I can choose a favorite of the year out of those 10 in the end. And as the bullet journalist I am, I couldn't go without any kind of tracker, so this is what I'm doing on this next spread. The first one is going to be some kind of a little challenge. And I know I said this is for fun earlier, and I actually mean it. But I really enjoy reading, and 2 books each month should be realistic if I don't lose interest in reading again. On the other page I am doing a simple Year of Pixels kind of style reading tracker because I don't want to do monthly habit trackers in my reading journal. I'd also like to mention that you should not expect content about my reading journal regularly from now on. Maybe I'll share some spreads, maybe I don't. Maybe it will take the next 5 years to fill this notebook before I can do a flip through. But no matter where this is going to go, it's fine. I just don't want it to become some kind of chore. For now, I'm very happy and excited to just start using it in the first place. The next spread is also inspired by Elizabeth from Plant-Based Bride, and it's this tournament bracket which will help me to pick my book of the year, and I'm already kinda excited for it. I didn't decorate this spread as much as I did for the other ones because I was afraid that all the pages would end up looking the same. But all in all, decorating my pages like this has something therapeutic to it. It would probably be almost relaxing without the camera and the pressure that I have to get it done before the battery dies. Which is what happened right after I finished this spread. I'll be honest with you guys, when my phone was recharging I got a little bit impatient and may have finished the next spread off camera. It looks very similar to the index though, so I thought it would be okay. There are just 2 more charts, one for recommendations and one for anticipated releases. Drop your recommendations in the comment section if you have any. And this is finally the last spread for the setup. It's a monthly cover page and some space to write down some stats again. I know that this is kinda redundant and I actually wasn't really sure if I want to make these spreads or not, but I decided to try it so that I can find out if I like it or not. Also, when I journal about the books I read, I thought it would be nice to have some kind of dividers in between, but we'll see if I'll stick to it. I know that when this video will be up, March is already over, but I definitely want to create spreads for the books I read already, so I had to start with March. And that's it. Comment your favorite book if you're still watching. Please leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.